Oh shoot, I got 15 seconds. Is my camera on? Yes. I got my notes? Yes. Do I have my hat? Yes. What else can I be forgetting? Nothing. Welcome to Content Corner Live! What's poppin', what's poppin', what's poppin'? You know the situation, you know the deal. This is Nicky and welcome to Content Corner Livey. Man, first and foremost, the fact that some of y'all are already on the chat blowing it up even before this was live, shout out to y'all, okay? Blow up the chat. We are streaming on YouTube and LinkedIn, and that's about it. That's about it. I don't want to go too crazy on y'all. So, we have a lot to talk about, okay? So I need y'all to hit that like. I need you to blow up the chat. I need you to share this with somebody, at least one person. Don't have to be crazy, but at least share this with one person. Today, I have a transparent moment to talk about on why I stopped posting on a certain platform. How did I get there? And it's more of like talking about perfectionism. So we're going to get into that. What's the solution for that? Plus, brands are paying billions, putting like billions of dollars into AI content. How can we take advantage of that? What does that look like? And we may do a little battle. We may do Nano Banana versus Image 2.0, the ChatGPT situation. We may have to do that. Okay? We may have to do that. All right? But, of course, 1 to 10, how are we feeling? 1 being trash, 10 being, this is a great day. This was a great weekend. However it is. And where are you watching this from? All right, where are you watching this from? Let me know. Of course, my situation won't let me be great. Hold on. Shout out to Tech Issues. I mean, if you ever want to do a live show, understand you're gonna go through some tech issues, and that is A-OK. A-OK. Ice Cubed. It was a good day. Hey, as long as it was a good day. You feel me? 9s in the building. 1000s, Atlanta. Okay. All right. I see y'all. I'm loving ChatGPT Images. I like that for you. Where is me chat? What are we doing? Okay, here we go. We're back. All right. Shout out to all the LB fam. Shout out to Lions Behavior. I see y'all. But let's get to it. I got a lot to talk about. Let's get this going on. I'm at a 37. What does that even mean? Okay, we got UK in the building. Hey, we global people. Compton, California, what up? I think my mom's in the building. Shout out to mom. You know what I mean? Hey, Nicky, you the bomb. Oh, thank you. St. Lucia. Yeah, we global. We outside. You know what I mean? All right. And for my LinkedIn people, I can't see it, but I see y'all and I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? So let's talk about this. Let's have this conversation because I'm seeing a lot. I'm seeing a lot of situations. I'm seeing a lot. Miss Worldwide, I see you. Let's Content Corner Livey. You feel me? Always got to do that. Don't know why I got to always do that, but I always got to do that. You know what I mean? It seems right. All right. So I got this notification from the New York Post. AI influencers are just the tip of the iceberg. Okay? Sounds cool. Sounds great. So it already caught my attention. But what really caught my attention is over the last year, CMOs have spent nearly $1.4 billion on AI creators. AI marketing line item didn't exist on the P&L a year ago. Every company that spends on creators is at least considering this solution. Can I say the number one more time? 1.4 billion on AI creators. Yeah. Okay. All right. It says AI influencers are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to this synthetic talent. All right. So we've seen AI influencers that may look like this, right? That may look like this. And then it's forward thinking. That's how they label it. Companies like NBC Universal, Moody's, Booz are already doing it. Last month, NBC Universal launched a digital twin of Andy Cohen to guide fans through the 5,000 hours of Bravo reality content on the Peacock app, right? And you know, I gotta find what they talking about. And this is what they talking about right here, okay? Which makes sense, right? This is how you get creative with AI. And so let's dig a little bit deeper. Right? Because what I don't want you to do is hear that and be like, okay, we're getting replaced. No. There's money for both. Okay? There's money for both. So Fast Company also put out this one of South by Southwest 2026 revealed about the creator economy. Okay? And it says AI will flood the internet with content. The response will be premium on humanity. Premium. You know what I mean? 24-hour boss, I see you. So let's do a quick poll. Real quick. Let's do this. Bloop. Have you seen AI content on your timeline? Feed, however you want to call it, right? Have you seen AI content? And that's anything. It doesn't have to be just the AI influencers. It could be the ChatGPT flyers. It could be the carousels. It could be whatever it is, right? Have you seen it? Now, I have. And it's hitting ads a lot, okay? So because I just sent 2 to Isaiah that I could see people putting money towards and actually converting. Because this is where I can see the scale part of it. So let me pull up my Instagram so you can see this. Where is... There it is. All right. Let's pull this up. Boop. All right. So how many of y'all have seen ads like this? Oops. Is it going to play? We're not playing? Why are we not playing? Oh, it doesn't want to play the music? Let's try this one. Oh, no. Nope. You know what? I'll find it on the website. Hold on. Let's go through Instagram this way. Give me a second. Boop. Come on, tech issues. Not today. Not today. Not today. What in the world is happening? 2 seconds. Do. All right. I know what happens. Boop. There we go. Okay. We're back. We're back. We get Isaiah. And it's, oh, here.
For a month, this is what would happen to his body. On day 1, he takes 2 capsules before breakfast, and within hours, his appetite is noticeably quieter. That's the berberine activating his GLP-1 receptors, telling his brain he's full for the first time in years. He also notices stable energy instead of the usual afternoon crash, because InnoSlim is already redirecting calories to energy instead of fat storage. After a week, his cravings have
So I'm showing this because this is an ad. This is an actual ad that is bringing traffic to the product. Okay, here's another one.
Happened to a man who drinks alcohol regularly. If he started eating 4 of these gummies every night for 2 weeks. During the first night, you'd notice your whole body relaxing and your mind shutting off completely before bed. After a week, you'll notice less puffiness and inflammation around your face and belly. You wake up every morning refreshed, not hungover or groggy. After 2 weeks, your migraines are gone, and those jeans are starting to feel looser thanks to lower cortisol levels. By now, you're...
And so when you go, and yes, I got caught up in their ads too. So, you know what I mean? But if you go into their actual like account, right? Now you see real people.
Put a finger down if you do not get a full 8 hours of sleep every night. Put a finger down if your brain decides to replay your whole life at 2 a.m.
We have more people. So they're starting to do, and I could probably go to the other one too. They're starting to do more of a balance of, okay, I can get influencers, but also, no, not this one, my bad. I get influencers, but why is this not coming up? Hold up. Hey now. All right, doesn't want me to be great. Never mind. But I get influencers, but I can also create a whole bunch of content, right? Are we sure they're real people? That's a good question. That's a good question. I'm going to assume. Let's see.
Until I became a dad. And I love being a dad, but if you know, you know. And unlike my wife, I don't historically fall asleep 2 minutes after my head hits.
I'm going to assume. Once again, I'm going to assume. You feel me? There's some like when it's so close like that, sometimes it can be a little deceiving. Not gonna lie. Some could be a little deceiving. However, this is where we got to think about the balance. You take your gateway to no. But anyways, I'm doing a live. I can't take whatever. I'm not having this conversation. Shout out to LB. Y'all know what that means. But here's the question that I really want to ask. Who is completely not for creating content, AI content for their brand? Who is all for it, and who's kind of doing a hybrid? Okay, so I'll put the poll up, but let me know in the chat, right? Here we go. Where do you stand? Right? No AI content, all AI content, and hybrid. Oh, it said and hybrid. Hold up. Star poll. All right. There we go. Boom. Now, I've realized, and I don't know about y'all, I've realized, especially when it comes to Instagram, I'm seeing more and more ads when it comes to AI. And it's not bad ads. Like, you could clearly see, okay, this is AI, blah, blah, blah. But what is being said and what is being shown is actually valuable, right? Where most people think, okay, it's AI slop, blah, blah, blah. But the whole point, and it's kind of genius for those people who are doing it, is these AI contents is keeping the brand on the top of the mind while they get strong human content to kind of seal the deal, right? Whether you have a product or a service, you allow the human content to truly sell on that, right? If you are a personal brand, you allow your perspective to be still human to sell on that, right? But when we're talking about super consistent, maybe volume style, people are now starting to put a lot of focus on AI content. And it's a strategy that you have to figure out if you are cool with or not, right? You have to figure out if you're cool with that or not. So if you are looking at creating AI content, if you are seeing that, I'm the brand, right? I'm the brand and I need to figure out my AI and human strategy. Or if you are the creator, what does that look like to still be the human, still be the talent, but then maybe having kind of like an AI agency underneath you that has other AI influencers underneath you? That's something that I'm like, I want to kind of explore, right? Because we have things like HeyGen. Shout out to HeyGen. They still, I think, top elite when it comes to avatars. Because I was looking at, and I think every AI company is starting to get into, let's say, the AI avatar situation. So let me pull up one that I saw that I was like, you don't have to. And I like this AI company, but like, you don't have to, right? Hold on, let me pull it up. I love me some HeyGen. Absolutely. As I get that up, let's go right here. So Submagic, sorry. Submagic, I love Submagic. What I love about them is the way they create engaging content for videos you already have, right? So they have this AI studio, like avatar studio, that looks cool. Oops, we may want to create one. We'll create one. We'll see how this looks like. But they have a great amount and different variety of AI avatars that you could use. I'm hoping all of these people get paid, by the way. Like, this is not just like, use my avatar and that's it. I hope they get paid. But like this one, you could tell, yeah, you are a straight up avatar. We see you. I like the ones over here, which is a little bit more realistic. Like the car one right here, Tim in the car, right? Tim in the car. Hold on. Wait, I'm in Mexico and AI is very underrated, but AI generators are not made for Spanish audiences. Ooh. Tell me more. Tell me more about that. Because I feel like that's a gap that would be really good for Spanish creators to jump into. Do you still use Opus Clip every single week? every single week. I see a gap. Yeah, you feel me, Leslie? I mean, like, you see it. You see it. Okay, so you got Ray, you got Nash. Let's use Nash. Okay? It has his tone. Let's do, So Nicki's on live right now talking about AI influencers. But I have a different perspective on it. Put that. Where most would probably stay away from creating an AI influencer, I'm going the opposite way and cloning myself as we speak. On top of cloning myself, I'm also creating about 5 different AI influencers to be able to work with brands on different lanes that I can't. All right. Just a test. You know what I mean? Just a test. Let's generate that. Boom. Let's see how this does. My only problem with already like pre-recorded avatars is that other people could use it too. Right? Which can be, how do I say this? Which could build credibility or can go really bad as far as, oh, we know that's fake. So we can't rock with this brand because we know when we see this person, that's a fake situation. So yeah, you could translate them in, oh, here we go. Submagic or Opus Clip, if you had to pick. I think they have pros and cons on different sides, right? From a clipping standpoint, you got Opus Clip. When you are thinking about editing the video, you're talking about Submagic, right? Both of them try to do everything, but you have to pay attention to what they first started with. Submagic first started with captions and editing videos. That's what they're great at. Now, when they start adding different features, that's where it's like, I'll test it out, but I know, you know what I mean? Same thing with Opus. I own a radio station, and when we use prompts, most of them say it's not supported. Oh.
Bruh.
What platforms are you talking about? Yeah, Flow is one of them, but that we use a lot. Flow. Whisper Flow? I don't want my image or likeness all over. Well, that's why you want to create like separate. Oh, wait. That's why you want to create a separate AI influencer. Y'all know I have Manny. I actually made Manny 2.0 in ChatGPT. We'll talk about that. Let's see how this goes. Come on.
So Nicki's on live right now talking about AI influencers, but I have a different perspective on it, where most would...
Oh, I hate it.
Bruh.
I hate it.
Bruh.
That's horrible.
Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
That's horrible.
Help me. Help me.
Horrible. What?
Please stay away from creating an AI influencer. I'm going the opposite way and cloning myself as we speak. On top of
Shut up.
Bruh.
Shut up. That's why I say, like, I love Submagic for what they are great at. But I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that. So if we're talking about, hold on. Let's go into ChatGPT. I'm already,
Bruh.
we out of here. We're out of here. We're not doing that again. That was horrible. So where is my Manny 2.0? Here we go. I got I got Manny 2.0 right here. Hold up, I'll show you this. You know what I mean? We got Manny right here. Manny 2.0. I could turn it, and don't come for him for his jersey. I'm a Giants fan already, so this is not this is an upgraded version of the other person. Okay, don't come for me. I already know some of y'all. All right. So I would turn this into an AI influencer rather than getting one of the pre-made ones, because I can go into HeyGen and I can go upgraded the same version. Why y'all? Do you want me to change? Okay, hold on. Okay. Let's change the jersey. Cause yeah, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm not getting influenced by y'all. I'm not getting influenced by y'all. This is just an example. It's just an example, dog. Like, I don't even like the team. All right? I don't even like the team. All right. Let's do photo to video. Let me find the picture. Boop. There we go. What's great about HeyGen is that you can go into the library that they have. You can import from 11 Labs, however you want to go about it. Me personally, I like doing 11 Labs, but let's see what HeyGen has. Who's that's a female. Give me male. Come on, we have UK?
Hi, I'm excited you're here.
Absolutely not.
Hi, I'm excited you're here.
That sounds horrible.
Hi, I'm excited.
No.
Hi, I'm excited you're here.
Jesus. Chill, Brian.
Hi, I'm excited.
Why do we all sound not like what I want?
Hi, I'm excited you're...
You sound wild.
Hi, I'm excited you're here.
Captivating, warm.
Hi, I'm excited you're here. This is your voice clone preview.
Hi, I'm excited you're here. This is your...
I'm not making him spicy.
Hi, I'm excited you're here. This is your voice.
Hi,
Okay, this is where this is all bad. These are all bad.
Bruh.
These are all bad. You know what I mean? So bad. All right. So this is where I have to go into 11 Labs and find 11. We're just doing this as a situation. This is horrible. Was he spicy? Listen, it sounded a little spicy. It sounded a little spicy. It's too much for me. It's too much for me. Okay, hold on. Let me cancel some of this because my computer's like, we're doing too much. Voices. Let's do. What do we got? Who are you? Who are you?
Success isn't overnight. It's when every day you get a...
My name is Parker Springfield.
The people who are crazy enough to think.
In a world where AI voices sound like robots, one man makes it sound epic.
I'm not putting that voice. I'm not doing that.
Listen up, pipsqueak.
Hey there and welcome. Grab a coffee.
I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed.
I almost want to try that just because it sounds wild. I almost want to try that. I'm going to try. Hold on. There has to be an easier way of finding these voices. Okay, explore. Give me. What's the filters? Give me male. Give me studio. Give me young. And let's do that. Let's do that. Do we have English? Because hold on.
If you get super duper...
Nope.
皆さんこんにちは。お元気ですか?
Okay, no.
People love watching 60-second documentaries.
I'm gonna need me like a light-skinned voice. I don't even know how that sounds like, but I need me a light-skinned voice. I need... You feel me? Do the epic one. Okay, hold on. All right. Let me go back to the epic one. Where was that one? Was this one?
In a world.
All right, let's...
Where AI voices sound like robots, one man makes it sound epic.
Okay, hold on. Copy. Cool. Let me, I don't even know what I said. Not HeyGen. Submagic. I need that same script. Not the light skin. You feel me? Like I'm looking for it to match. I guess I got to do that some other time. You feel me? Let me get this. Shout out to Isaiah for the super chat. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Let me export that because I just need the transcript. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't need. There we go. Transcript. First off, can we spell Nicky right? Can we spell? Boop. Do. All right. Generate. Let's see how.
So Nicky's on live right now talking about AI influencers. But I have a different perspective on it, where most would probably stay away from creating an AI
See, that definitely wouldn't go. First off, it doesn't even sound epic. You know what I mean? It doesn't even sound epic. Two, let's regenerate. Like, that definitely doesn't go with the face.
So Nicky's on live right now talking about influencer. I'm going the...
No, I don't like it. I can't do it. What's this one sound like? Hold on. That was...
So Nicky's on live right now talking about AI in...
Why do we sound... Okay. Here's going to be the biggest problem is finding the right voice for your AI influencer. Golly.
So Nicky's on live right now talking about AI influencers, but I have a different perspective on it. Where most would probably stay away from creating an AI influencer, I'm going the opposite way and...
I feel like we're closer, but not really there. John Paul. Come on. Don't do me dirty. I'm doing one more.
So Nicky's on live right now talking about AI influencers, but I have a different perspective on it.
Okay, all right.
So Nicky's on live right now talking about AI influencers.
This is killing me.
But I have a...
I can't do it.
So Nicky's on live right now talking about AI influencers, but I have a different perspective on it.
Am I being too picky? You like Jason? What? I'm not doing it, Doug. I'm not. Who's Mark? Did we listen to Mark?
So Nicky's on live right now talking about AI
Oh no, he sounds definitely not like.
But before we go any further, congratulations. Getting here certainly wasn't easy.
Wait, I don't. Okay, all right. I'm struggling here. I'm about to just make him LB's voice. Hold on. I'm about to just make him LB's voice. For my Lions behavior people, y'all know this voice.
So Nicky's on live right now talking about AI influencers, but
I'm doing that. I'm sorry. I don't care. Okay? I'm doing LB's voice. Just for the sake of time. Because I clearly am very picky in my life. Okay, I'm very picky in my life with this voice because I want it to kind of match what I have in my head. Wait, do a couple more voice. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Bruh.
I spent like 10 minutes already. Yeah, we're just gonna do LB's voice. We're just gonna see how this goes. Let's see. Go to create and design. Hold on. What do you have in your head, Drake or Lion? Shut up, Isaiah. Why are you this way? Why are you this way? All right, this is at 15%. We'll come back. Why are you this way? This is so horrible. Don't forget the music here. I'm definitely not looking for a Drake voice. That's not a light skin. It's not a light skin voice, but after a while, you got to keep it moving. All right. I got a lot of stuff to talk about. I can't just stay. I wasn't even supposed to do this. Okay. I wasn't even supposed to do this. 100% Drake, that is. No. Okay. Shout out to everybody who's just joining us. What we're doing, let me put this, I'm stopping the music. What we're doing is creating an AI influencer just to show how easy it is, because we just saw that big brands are putting money into AI creators, and like big money. So let's see how easy it is to create one, because I made one. We've been talking about Manny for a while. I made ChatGPT version Manny. We had Nano Banana Manny. Now we have ChatGPT Manny. And if y'all need that, that's what he looks like. This is Manny. Don't pay attention to the jersey. So we're gonna see if we could bring Manny to life with just a random script that we did and a random voice. This is not going to be his voice. I'm going to find the right voice for Manny, okay? I'm going to find the right voice for Manny. It's not this one. It's not this one, all right? Because this one's already for LB. You can sort voices by ethnicity. Try young African American. Okay, while we wait, fine. Let's try it. Let's try it. So, language, we want. What do we want? Where's English? English, boom. Okay. Accent. Give me American, please. Conversational. Oh, okay. Yeah, I want conversational. And it doesn't give me ethnicity like that. You feel me? Maybe see, because I don't want him to sound. Oh, look, you can make him sound New Yorker. Let's do that. Okay, hold on. Male studio. Young. Ain't nothing like that.
Bruh.
Give me any. All right, here we go.
Yeah, this is my voice. Smooth, low, and real. No filters, just vibe. Tap in, feel the tone, let it ride all night.
Bruh.
That's horrible.
A wise man will make more opportunities than he finds.
Hold on, I like that. I like that one.
A wise man will make more opportunities than he finds.
Okay, no, we're doing that one. Hold up. Use that. How do I use that? Add voice. We're going to use Mike. There we go. We found Mike. See? Okay. There we go. Let's go back to text-to-speech. Give me Mike. Oops. Come on, Mike. All right. Generate that.
So Nicki's on live right now talking about AI influencers, but I have a different perspective on it. Where most would probably stay away from creating an AI influence.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Boop. All right. I'm not even going to play the other one. Okay, Mike, one more time. You feel me? One more time. All right. Now we can play the music. You know what I mean? All right, let's let this go. I'm not even gonna play that one. All right. So, come through, Mike. You know what I mean? Come through. Play the other one. All right, Gary. Gary can't let us be fun. Not LB sounding sexy. Ladies, okay? I had to get the voice right. He wasn't gonna be right. Yo. Oh my God. Side note, we still have a lot to talk about. I gotta talk about these AI agents. That's coming up next. Don't worry about it. We just having a little bit of fun before we get there, okay? Hold on. Just saw Michael last night. Shout out to everybody who saw Michael. I want to see that movie. I'm gonna see it next week. I need the crowds to calm down. Y'all know I'm an introvert. I don't want to be there when everybody's there. Feel me? All right. We got 67%. Let me see if I could just refresh. You know what I mean? Shout out to the content cubs. I see you. All right. Let's refresh this. And for those people, this is how easy it is to make an AI influencer talk. Okay? This is how easy it is. I haven't tried it on Higgsfield though. I have not. Nailed it. Come on. Hold up. Just because Gary asked. This was the voice that I did out of desperation.
So Nicki's on live right now talking about AI.
I can't do it. Sorry. I could only see my lion. Okay? I can only see my lion in that voice. I can't. That was bad. I'm sorry.
Bruh.
Sorry, Gary. Because look, this voice goes with this.
What's poppin', everybody? Happy Friday. How was everyone's week? Missed talking to you last week, but as you can see,
that goes better. That voice goes better with this character, aka LB, right? LB shows up on Fridays. So, okay, here we go. Let's see.
So Nicki's on live right now talking about AI influencers, but I have a different perspective on it. Where most would probably stay away from creating an AI influencer, I'm going the opposite way and cloning myself as we speak. On top of cloning myself, I'm also creating about 5 different AI influencers to be able to work with brands on different lanes that I can't.
Okay. 1 to 10. 1 to 10. I'm gonna play that one again, okay? So
Nicki's on live right now talking about AI influencers, but I have a different perspective on it. Where most would probably stay away from creating an AI influencer, I'm going the opposite way and cloning myself as we speak. On top of cloning myself, I'm also creating about 5 different AI influencers to be able to work with brands on different lanes that I can't.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, we gonna make some money with him. You know what I mean?
Bruh.
We gonna make some money with him. Feel me? Look. Already got one. We gonna make some money with him. Yep. He's gonna be part of the roster. You feel me? He's gonna be part of the roster. We're gonna make. Hold on. Wifey said he sound. Wait. What? What did wifey say? Wifey says he sounds. Listen, we had to find something real quick. That was better than the other one. Okay? Let him do a motivational speech too. Okay, Gary. All right, Gary. All right. I see what you're doing. Oh my God. All right. Listen. But it's a really good, maybe you can use motion capture. And the crazy thing is, so I can, the motion capture with Kling, I could probably make him move a certain kind of way so it could be a little bit more natural and it will get the voice. We may have to do that on a different live. That's going to take a little bit. He's in the method man category. Listen, we okay, hold on. Do we keep this voice for him or not? Hold on. Keep the voice for Manny or not? You know what I mean? Or nah? Yes, no. You know what I mean? Let me know. Are we keeping it? Or are we getting rid of it? We keeping it and getting rid of it. So, my mom says keep. My mom says keep the voice. I don't know. If mom says keep the voice, we may have to keep the voice. My AI avatar is going to be lit. No, but think about it, dog. Like, imagine us having an army of different AI avatars, right? To be able to test out certain things. So, like my lane is content creation, AI tools, personal branding, right? That's my joint. If I wanted to talk about travel, if I wanted to talk about sneakers or something of that, I can create an AI influencer and mimic some of the movements to make sure that it feels a little bit more authentic and everything. But brands just want eyes, period. Brands just want eyes on it. So I have a great example of one. Hold on. Hold up. Let me show you. Let me pull up. I saw it on Threads, which was wild. Hold on. Boop. All right. What is this? Notion. Shout out to Notion. Let's go to who's on Threads. Type me if you're on Threads. But I saw this. Save. Check this out. I don't want to get. But look, they made an AI creator to quote unquote promote Michael Jackson lamps. So what's really cool about this idea, and you see it even got this amount of engagement on Threads, probably got way more on TikTok. But this is cool. No, don't play. But this is a great idea if you have like a product idea to see how it does and how people will engage with it and see if like, yo, where do I buy it? Like, I'm thinking more in a sense of testing than necessarily super selling, even though people are selling and it works. I'm thinking more from an idea standpoint too, for those who are like, I don't know if people will like it. Shoot, create an AI influencer to talk out all of your ideas, to show all the ideas, because anything that you want to create is now going to be able to do. I think this is great. You know what I mean? And it's fire. Like, I would buy that. I would absolutely buy that. That's fire. I've been seeing a whole, like I saw a Dragon Ball Z one and all of that. I was like, okay, I see what they're doing. But she is so sued by the Jacksons. Golly. Raymond. Damn. Damn. Like, she's so sued. It's a wrap. Damn. It was an example. Wow. I ain't mad at it.
Bruh.
I ain't mad. But these are just ideas and different examples. Now, you're probably going to find different ways to be like, you know what? This is how I'm going to be able to use AI. Because what happens when there is a new trend or a new feature, there's a lot of people who jump on that. Meaning, ever since ChatGPT Image 2.0 came out, we are seeing everybody and their mamas do these ChatGPT flyers. There's nothing wrong with it, right? Shout out to Tony with the super chat. I see you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. There's nothing wrong with the flyers, right? And maybe it's on my feed a lot because I follow it. So I'm not saying everybody, but a good amount of people on my feed are starting to do a lot of it. Where because AI is so accessible that we have to start thinking of different ways of how to use it. Which, that's why I like the whole AI influencer way and taking an idea that you're thinking about and testing it out, or talking about certain topics with an AI influencer and seeing how if it could create some type of conversation. I'm not mad at that. I'm absolutely not mad at that. That's where my head is spinning of like, how do I use AI better? Not how can I replace myself? It's how can I be able to showcase an idea and test it out better? Instead of me spending time doing a video, doing an article, writing it all out, and it doesn't hit, and that kind of brings my motivation down, right? Because how many of y'all have had an idea, tried to do everything I just said, get like no views or low views, and it took you out for a couple of days? Type in me if that's been you. Like, yo, okay, this is gonna be it. I got a good idea. Boom, put it out, and no one responds to it. It's like, trasho.
Bruh.
Trasho. And this is where I'm sharing that AI can help you avoid that, because it doesn't take that long to create the image. It doesn't take days to create a video now. So we could pop out more content just for testing purposes more than anything. Not gonna lie, some of us still haven't pulled the trigger on any type of content, regardless if it is by you or by AI. And we're going to talk about that because part of that is me too. Okay?
Bruh.
Being completely honest. But if brands are putting more money into AI content creation, right? If brands are doing it, we should do that for our own brands as well. I mean, we should do that to set it up to be, I wouldn't say acquired, but looked at as our own media company as well. So that'll hit another whole conversation. But let's talk about what I really want to talk about, okay? Talk about what I really want to talk about. First off, in the chat, if you're thinking about creating an AI influencer, getting more into the AI content, type in me in the chat. If this kind of like sparks some ideas, type me in the chat, okay? Come on, Coach Funk. I just created mine. On the live. Say, yo, hold on. We ain't got to wait till tomorrow. We on this live to actually do something. You know what I mean? Come on. I see it. And slight plug. Coach Funk is probably going to put that in Lions Behavior because we test out all these different ideas, different AI creations, systems, tools, all inside of Lions Behavior. So if you're not part of this amazing world that we have called Lions Behavior, Tony will probably give you the link in the chat right now. You know what I mean? Tony probably put it in the chat right now. So shout out to Tony and all the mods in the chat. You know what I mean? But let's have this honest conversation. There's I would say probably like a couple of weeks ago, Connie came onto the live. Shout out to Connie. And hold up. Shout out to Tony. I'll pin that. I'll pin that real quick for y'all. Shout out to Tony. Boom. So if you were on the live where Connie S. Falls, or if you saw the replay of Connie S. Falls, us talking about VAs versus AI and all of that, type in the number 3, right? Type in the number 3. And shout out to Susan. Susan reminded me that Connie promised something in Lions Behavior. We're going to get that to you this week. So, got you. But in that conversation, we talked about AI agents, okay? And we talked about how I've been very focused on getting certain workflows and content engine really going for me, so I don't have to really take too much time and I just have to tweak certain things, right? So I do a lot of that inside of Claude Code, okay, which we've slightly talked about. And reason why is because I want you guys to be really, really good at the chat and code work side of things before we even go too heavy on code, right? However, as you can see, they have a new update inside of the desktop. You can see how many times I do anything. You know what I mean? 1,075 sessions, 21.6 million tokens. You feel me? Here's all the models that I use. I be heavy talking and creating certain type of workflows and agents for myself, right? Now, I've showed, and everything gets pushed into Notion, right? Everything gets pushed into Notion for me. So I've been very consistent with YouTube with the help of agents, right? I've been very consistent with Threads, right? With some of the help of these agents, but also just my tweak on whatever I want to talk about. The one platform that I started very strong on and kind of fell apart is Substack.
Bruh.
And It has everything to do with perfection. Okay? Now, put me in the chat if you believe that with the right system, you can be consistent with content. Just type in me. I'll type in me myself, okay? I'll put that in the chat, right? And let me share what I mean by this real quick. Let's go back here. Let me change my Claude. Let me change Claude to Notion. All right. Let me change Claude to Notion. So this is my Notion. All right. I'll actually take it a step back. I have my whole content HQ, anything that has to do with content for myself and for ET is in here. And I have to better organize it, but everything is in here, from Substack stuff to my transcripts to carousels, all of that, right? Now, one thing that at first I was very happy about was like, yo, I got a whole bunch of content for Substack. I'm ready, right? And then yesterday, I realized what I was doing that I believe that many of us do. Or some of us. I'll say some, not many, okay? Which is, we built the system, we have what we need, but we're constantly tweaking it so it could be perfect, or it could be in the way that we know, that we agree with, that we can be consistent with, right? So I can go here and it tells me why this idea, the pillar that it's on, the source that it comes from, right? It gives me everything that I may need to make this this article, right? Some of them even have it already drafted out, okay? The problem, what I was finding was that, oh, it's a little bit too AI, or I wouldn't sound like this. You know what? Let me go back to the system, fix that up, right? And then have it rewrite all of them and see if it's good or not, right? And I was doing this for about like a month or two, where yesterday I was like, okay, what's the difference between YouTube and Substack for you? Why is it that with the YouTube agent, you actually are having conversations back and forth with, no, that's wrong, this is the title we need to go with, and then still record and still push out a YouTube video. But when it comes to Substack, you're like, no, it's almost there. No, it's almost there. It's just about there. And then next week I'll do it. Next week I'll put out. Next week I'm about to go, right? And I realize that it's because I'm confident in video creation, and there's a bit of fear, doubt with written content, okay? And so you may see that with the systems that you be making, there is some that you can go like no problem. If it messes up, if the system that you made has some little imperfections, you could correct it and still go with it. But then there's some systems that, because there is a little bit of doubt, there's a little bit of insecurity, you're like, it has to be perfect. It has to be perfect. I'm competing with all these people, or I I have to make it sure it looks like this and feels this way and it has to come out this way. It's not that the system isn't working. It's that I was in my own way every single time. I've built this agent. I built this system probably about, let me see, when was the first time? I'll show you. I'll be completely honest with you. Okay? February 6th. We're in April. Okay? February 6th. We're in April. I have all these things. And I believe, we could go to my Substack. I believe I probably posted maybe twice 2 articles this year. 2 articles, I think. Let me see. Let's go to Substack. This was horrible, by the way. Horrible. No, not Submagic. Substack. Okay? Substack. If I go to we did this one March. This one in March, February. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 this year. 4 this year. Okay? 4 this year. Compared to, going back to it, compared to umpteen many right here. Okay? And that's not to say that I'm supposed to use all of them, but I'm definitely supposed to do more than 4.
Bruh.
Right? Especially supposed to do more than 4. And this is where I'm getting out of my own way, regardless of what the system says. Okay? I'm getting out of my own way, regardless of what the system says. So I'm saying this because a lot of us, when we open up our ChatGPT, open up our Claude, Gemini, whatever the AI you use, in your chats, you probably have a whole bunch of plans, drafts, pure systems ready to go. They already made it for you. They already told you your weak points. They already told you the gaps. They told you exactly, word by word, line by line, bar for bar. Hey, this is ready to go. Just put your own swag to it. Put your own authenticity into it, right? Why haven't we? And in the chat, if you deal with the same thing, let me know what stops you. For me, I struggle with written content. I do. 1, because I'm more of a video first. And so from a consistency standpoint, I will always be consistent with video. I can do that. With written, it's more of a challenge. It is a bit uncomfortable, right? But I'm in that stage where I have to be a little bit uncomfortable because I'm only speaking to a specific audience of those who like video. But what about those who like to read? I'm totally ignoring that audience because I have these like, it's not good enough. Nope, it's not like it should be this way. Boom, 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 boom. And I have to remember, even for myself, I'm not creating for myself. I am creating for others. And so I made the system. Here's the content. Take the time to tweak it like you do with YouTube. Take the time like you do it even with my newsletter. And I realize, and maybe it's the ADHD as well in me, where I have to put some type of pressure for it to go out. Okay? With YouTube, I made a commitment. Boom. It has to go out every single week, regardless. And Isaiah will tell you, I can be super early, right? Or I could be recording the day before it comes out. Regardless, we're not missing a week. You gonna get this YouTube content. You gonna get this live, right? Newsletter. I'll be up 5 o'clock in the morning doing the newsletter. It's every Friday. You gonna get this newsletter. But what is the pressure that I have on Substack? I haven't made that commitment. I made the system. I have the content. I haven't made the commitment, right? When I did make a commitment, I was very consistent for that month. I said, yo, we're going to do once a week. We're going to stay on top of Substack notes. Boom, boom, boom. And we were good. And then after that,
bruh,
horrible. Because I started getting in my own head, right? Started getting in my own head. So this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. And whoever wants to join me can, right? And this will definitely be in Lions behavior, okay? Normally we do Create 14. We're going to do Create May. Okay? We're going to do Create May. We're not going to do Create 14. We're going to do Create May. Meaning, we are turning our chats, our ideas, our systems into some type of content for the month of May. Okay? We are committing to whatever platform, whatever type of content that we need to create. It could be a newsletter. It could be, I need to create my website. It needs to be a YouTube, Instagram, whatever it may be. Okay? May 1st, we are committing to whatever we need to create. We will build and we will create and we will post. Because, and this is, and shout out to Vanessa because I see she's in the building. This is why I could connect with something that she did. I continuously bring up that she's been holding on to a blog for a minute. She had the whole website created. She had the first blog already done. She didn't hit publish until we pressured her to be like, yo, do that on the call. We have an LB club call every month. Hey, do that on the call. And we waited and she pressed published. Boom. And I realized some of us need that pressure. Right? And some of us just need that pressure. And so for me, for May, I'm going back to once a week, bare minimum, the minimum. Now I want to do 2. But bare minimum, once a week, I'm doing a Substack article. And I'm going to be consistent on my Substack notes. All right? So that means I'm consistent on YouTube. I'm consistent on Instagram. I'm semi-consistent on Threads. When I have something to say on Threads, I'm consistent on there. But Substack has been something that I'm like, we're going to focus on it. We're going to do it. It is what it is. I figured out one thing that for whoever wants to do this with me, right? Figure out the different content pillars, the different topics that you want to talk about, right? I realized that one of the things that I want to talk about is the things that I'm building, the problems that I've, like, this whole conversation will probably be a Substack article of how perfectionism has been a true weight on me, regardless of what people may think about me. Like, nah, Nicki's the most consistent. Nicki's the most consistent on the most natural way. This is why I always say, hey, start with your natural. You know what I mean? Start with your natural. Because that builds momentum. I know I can do this. But for some reason, with the type of content that doesn't come the most natural to me is a huge challenge. So, okay, let's make it into a challenge. Let's gamify this joint. You know what I mean? Let's gamify this joint. And so, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to put some money up. And if I'm not consistent, I'm giving away probably like $100. I ain't going to hold you. Probably going to do it. We did that. I believe that for the first couple of Create 14s, where it was like, yo, join for this amount. And if you finish it, boom, you get your money back. If I'm inconsistent in the month of May for whatever I commit to, and my LB community will know, I'm giving away money, okay? Because it gotta be a situation. It gotta be a situation. Feel me? So, this is what I wanted to say with, I could create so many different AI agents, right? So every day we post on all platforms. No. Whatever you commit to, whatever platform, content format that you commit to, right? Because every platform, what it means to be consistent on different platforms is different, right? So there goes Isaiah. Well, I don't even know why you asked that question. Because for YouTube, you don't have to be consistent every single day if you don't want to. That's not what's required to truly grow. Same thing with LinkedIn. It doesn't have to be every single day. Now, there's other platforms like TikTok and Instagram that you may need to be every single day. Threads and X, you may need to be every single day. But I'm still getting a whole bunch of subscribers. And I haven't written anything since March. So there's certain platforms that, as long as you're consistent, you figure out your consistency, you will grow. You feel what I'm saying? So Substack notes also intimidate me. So I can feel you on that. But one thing, and I wonder if Substack has like a widget. Because one thing that I realize, and this is I don't know how many of y'all feel this too, where you have an idea of what you want to write or what you want to post. And the second you open up the app, you start scrolling, and then you're like, nah, it's not good enough. Or nah, I got a different idea. And then you don't even post a different idea, right? Where if you could get a widget that just lets you post and you don't look at what other people are creating, that is probably going to help like 100%. Where you're not looking at other people's posts and like getting distracted, and you just post whatever you wanted to post and then run off. Come back to it later. Engage with it later, right? Engage with other people later. But when you're ready to post, do not get distracted, because I've done that so many times. So many times where I'm like, all right, bet. And then I see something, and once again, I have ADHD. Squirrel, right? So, hold on. Now I want to talk about this. Wait, no.
Bruh.
End up not posting anything. End up not posting anything. So, let me see if, let's see something. Hold on. And sorry, this is going to be for my iPhone people. Android people, see if you can get a widget on the platform that you want to concentrate on. So edit, add widget. Do we have a Threads one? Threads, we do. Trending now, trending now, trending now. Okay, so, ooh. Let me add this. Let me see what this do. Boop. Cool, okay. So if I want to be consistent on Threads, I could just hit the plus and I don't see anything else, but I could just post. Okay, that's fire. So this is kind of the idea that I'm talking about, of like finding a widget that will allow you to just post. And that's it. Not be distracted by, because what happens is like, okay, since the plus is on like the bottom right for me, or maybe in the middle, like then I'll go, oh, okay. Oh, look at that. Ooh, McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like all this stuff. I get super distracted. But now I can just press plus and boom, here we go. So let me see if they have one for Substack. Boo, 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 boo. I hope so. That'd be great. That would work out for me. Substack. Hold on. What? Okay. Okay. Oh, it's just reading, not creating. Boo. Boo. I really needed just to create. But, well, that's mainly for Substack notes that I just need to like not focus on. For the articles, I normally do it on my computer. I like the wide range of it. But that's just me. That's just me. But there's a widget for those people who want to do that. Is there an Instagram one? Instagram. QR code. This widget will allow you to share. I don't need that. Messages, stories, suggested reels. Connect with friends over entertaining. Oh, here. Create. And then you can do it. What's the create button? Hold on. I need space. I need space. Remove real quick. Edit. Look, I'm just put some music on. Boop, boop, boop. Instagram. Create. Add widget. That's wild. Does it do it? Create. Oh, okay. Okay then. See the froggy? See the froggy? Eee. Yeah, y'all probably just need widgets. Y'all probably just need widgets. All right. I got it. I'm there. I know what I'm gonna do. I am going to create a workspace that will allow me not to be distracted. And May, we're going to get majority of this published. Feel me? Because a cool database is cool. Yeah, I got all this content, but did you publish it? All those chats you have. Yeah, I got the system. I got, you know what? Chat told me what to do this. Chat told me to do this. But did you do anything with it? Did you do anything? You know you're Puerto Rican when you got the frog. If me. Hold on. Wait. Oh my God, don't get me started. You feel me? Don't get me started. However, I am big about still creating the system, okay? I do believe that one thing that will help us be consistent is having a system, having a workflow that will help us in those things that we're not the most natural in. If I'm not the most natural in writing, yeah, I'm gonna need a system that is going to help me come up with ideas and come up with a certain type of structure like it did, right? So actually, let me pull up one again, right? Let me pull up, hold up. Here we go. Here's one. Wait, why is this? There we go. And make this full. Topic: introverts were right about authenticity all along, right? It gives me a score. 10 of 10 is very relevant. And then the idea it gives is like, for years, the advice was simple. Be more open, share more, let people in, be vulnerable, be relatable, be loud enough that people can't look away. If you're an introvert, you heard that advice and felt something tighten in your chest. Not because you were broken, not because it didn't feel true. It felt like a costume that you were being handed and told to wear it forever. So here's what I need you to hear right now. You weren't wrong. You were early. So that's something I could probably work with. This would probably be one of the things that I create first. And just because I said it on the live. You know what I mean? So, I thought the frog was French. No, it's the coquille. Yeah, it's the coquille. It's not French. It's not French. You know what I mean? So, whether you have ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini helping you draft the content, like start publishing it. Even, this will hit home for some, go check your photo album. Some of y'all have some pictures. Some of y'all have some videos that y'all haven't posted. Type me if that's you. Y'all recorded it. Y'all took the picture. Y'all edited it. Y'all even put some captions, titles, whatever it may be. And you haven't posted it. Some may think, it's not relevant no more. The time passed. The event passed. I've left that trip. It's new to somebody else. It's new to, like, I'm going to go all the way back to the February joint, and I'm going to see what's relevant, and I'm going to post that too. You feel me? So if you want to be part of this create, May situation, and best believe it's not just, okay, here we just create content. Like, I'm about to also share some of the workflows that I have, some of the prompts that I use to create the content. One of the big ones that I've been using is the 5 lens framework that goes based off of your childhood. I gave that to LB Club first, so they have that. If whoever took advantage of that, but in May, I'm gonna put that for the overall LB community, and we're going to figure out what makes us stand out using AI, creating the different things to help us be consistent. So, link is pinned because of Tony. If you're going to be part of this, drop some lions in the chat. You know what I mean? Or put lion if you don't have emojis. It's all good. It's all good. You know what I mean? It's all good. But let's go into this battle. All right? Let's go into this battle. French eat frogs' legs. I heard the coquille when I was young, when I lived near Aguadilla. Wait, French eat? Wait. I love the childhood prompt. Very insightful. That thing, fire. Super fire. Super fire. Come on. Shout out to the people who can't find the emoji or who can't do the emoji at the moment and put lion. I love that. I love it. That makes me so happy. I don't know why. It makes me so happy. You know what I mean? And then, hold on. Shout out to the new people who are coming through on Lion's behavior. I see y'all. I see y'all coming through. Come on. I got a few notifications. I see y'all. Shout out to Greg. Greg finally came through. Come on. Shout out to Greg. So, all right. Wait. You are? Come on. Shout out to the Ricans in the building. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Ricans. There's like 7 of us right now. Anyways, okay. So who has been messing with ChatGPT Image 2.0? Y'all made that video go crazy, by the way. Okay? Y'all made that video go crazy. Not gonna lie. That we got numbers on that one. Hold on. Let's pull that up. Let's pull that up real quick. We got, where we at? Oh, we got over 100 people watching right now? Over 150? Yo, that, blow up the chat just for that. That's wild. All right, so here we go. Here's my lovely. You know what I mean? We're almost at 58,000 subscribers, but we're at 14,000 views for the ChatGPT Image 2.0. Okay? That's amazing. That is, and if you've been on this YouTube journey with me, you know that's amazing. That's amazing. But I want to do bar for bar, picture for picture with ChatGPT and Nano Banana. You know we have to do that every single time there's a new update. Now, I'm going to be honest. Nano Banana has had the crown for a bit. Okay? They had the crown for a bit. And can I be honest with you? Let's talk. Remember that moment, and you didn't hear me say I was quitting anything, right? You remember that moment where everybody was leaving ChatGPT? Where it was like the whole government situation? And now ChatGPT Image 2.0 and everybody and their mamas came back? This is why I say I'm going to keep ChatGPT for the simple fact that I'm using it as a tool. But hey, I'm okay with people leaving chat and coming back for the simple fact that I do not like putting all my eggs in one basket. And this taught people to not put all their eggs in one basket. So for whatever reason, I'm happy that happened, okay? I'm happy that happened. But let's keep it a buck. Both of them worked with the government. Both of them. So, I mean, neither here nor there. All right, let's do this test. Let's pull up a new chat. Right? Let's pull up a new chat. I use all platforms. Come on. The only people who went back were those who put the political video up for content. Ooh. Come on. All right, let's create a Gemini situation. let's find some prompts. Let's find some prompts. Like going on Threads and finding some prompts. X is a really good place to do that too, right? But let's do prompts. See what happens. Bum, 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 bum. All right, here we go. This was cool. These are cool. All right, what's this looking like? Here's a free prompt. With a huge tennis ball, like male athletes sprawled across. Okay, I'm gonna just do it bar for bar. I'm not even gonna customize it in any kind of way. I'm gonna do bar for bar. Take a screenshot of this prompt if you want to try it with me. I don't know if I can put it in the chat. It has a certain limit. Let me see. Nah, it's past the limit. My bad, people. Just take a screenshot and yeah, take a screenshot. So let's do chat and let's do Nano Banana. Let me put image because it'd be finicky sometimes. Boop. And then let's do Gemini. Boop. And let's put some music. You know what I mean? Let's see. The only thing I will say, Gemini's probably going to be finished in 2.3 seconds. Right, like right there. just right there. Just what Nano Banana has is speed. Okay? He's like, wait, you were so fast. Oh, my bad. Okay. Here. That's the prompt. That's the prompt. Ready? Let me know when you got it. Type got it if you got it. Type got it if you got it. Got it. You know what I mean? Type got it if you got it. But chat Nano Banana will be fast. But ChatGPT, it's kind of fire. Claude can't do images. Somebody said, what about Claude? Claude can't do images. Claude can do like slides, and more text kind of graphics, but they can't do images. So, who won round one? This is round one with tennis, okay? Here was the prompt. This is the prompt. This is Nano Banana using Gemini. And this is ChatGPT, okay? Now, let's find another prompt. What about Claude Design you used last week? No, so once again, Claude can't do images. They can do like reports and websites and all of that. But it can't do these types of images where it brings up a different person or brings up a certain object. So this is why with Claude, you would still need Nano Banana to create some of the images and bring it into Claude. There you go. It's the text and oh wait, no, he said it's the text and graphic layouts that give image 2.0 that edge. That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, let's find another one. Here, this looks cool. All right. So, boop. Created in Leonardo. Oh, this is a two-part. Okay, hold on. Let's create image. Let's do that. Hold on. I'm going to do this equally. Boop. And then let me get the second part. Bold, colorful, and bold, colorful. Let me put this closer to chat. Boop, boop. All right. So product name, holding a large, what do we want to call this? Apple AirTag. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. I just bought one for my luggage. Leave me alone. Okay? Leave me alone. Apple AirTag. All right. Let's see. Go. And since this takes longer, I'll make chat go. And then go. And we'll go back to the music. All right. So for those who needs the prompt to try it for themselves, here's the prompt. Let me know when you got it. Let me know when you got it. You know what I mean? And then AirTag saved me for real. You feel me? How to get it. Especially the new one. How can I get more usage out of Claude? It depends on what you need it for, right? So with Claude, what I use it, I'll have the conversation and then I'll use co-work to schedule out the different tasks, especially since it has computer use. So certain things that I'll do in my browser is automated. Some things that I use on my computer is automated. If I need to make a report, I'm using Claude Design. But what I have to be honest about, completely honest, is that the $20 probably on the ChatGPT side goes a longer way than Claude. If you're serious about getting into Claude, you probably are going to want the $100 one. If you are thinking about getting into Claude Design and Claude Co-work and really using Co-work to the max situation. So real quick, but let me know what you need it for. All right. I know it's done. Okay. Well, damn. Is this one done too? It is. All right. Here we go. Hold up. This is Gemini. This is Nano Banana. Advertising an AirTag. And then here is, this is kind of close. Hold on. This is kind of close. Round 2. Let me know. This is ChatGPT. This is Nano Banana. Round 2. Who is better advertising the AirTag? This one. Yeah, right? This one is close. This was close. Let me put the poll up. Let me put the poll up. Hold up. I got y'all. Round 2. ChatGPT or Nano. I'm gonna just put Nano. Y'all know what it is. I never cared for Nano Banana images. I always chat or cling for me. Oh wow. Okay. So real quick, chat Nano Banana. Chat Nano Banana. I'm torn. For some reason, Nano Banana looks clearer on this one. This one, I don't know, gives me semi-blurry. And I don't know if I need semi-blurry for this. Oh, Yeah, this one's close. This one's close. Y'all got 63% on Nano. The fingers are wonky. That's a fact. That's a fact. All right. Let's find another one. Let's get this one. The quality of AirTag is better with Nano. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. So, let's find another one. So, round 1 was chat. Round 2 looks like Nano. Nano Banana. All right. Let's find another one. Let's find another one. Is it tiebreaker? Create brand kits. Create a polished. Hold on. Let me see this one. For a company called Daily Prompts. The brand should be playful. Oh, I don't want to do that. Because I would want to customize that for real, for real. Here we go. Customize. Hey. I should have just went straight to this website. I totally forgot about this website. All right, here we go. I could give you, here we go. I could give you this URL so you can have the prompt, so you could try it yourself. There we go. Boom. I like it. All right, copy. Let's do, country. Let's do, what country do I want? What country? What do I want? Let's do Japan. Yummy. Let's do Japan. Copy. Oh, lost in Japan. Yummy. Why are we? I already said. Wait, include authentic visuals from Japan. How many times I gotta put Japan? Jesus. Do. All right, copy. Go. Let's do.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
All right.
You ain't got the answers.
I do. I mean, wait, I thought I copied it right. I guess I didn't copy. Oh, that's trash. Hold on. I already saw it. That was trash. Oh, I gotta put Japan again. How many Japans I gotta do? Wait, let me do this right. There was more. I'm gonna do it again. Japan. There's a lot. Copy. Let's do that again. Let's do that again. That was. I want to be even. Here we go, and then here we go. Boom. All right. And for those people who don't know, we're trying to recreate this, but for Japan now. And if you don't have, here you go. You can try it yourself. Boop. All right. All right. So this is Oh, calm down. This is Nano. This is Nano. And of course, ChatGPT is taking forever. It's taking forever. All right, hold on. Let me get the poll. What is this, round 3? Round 3. Okay. ChatGPT Nano Banana. Da, 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 da. Okay, I'm not gonna put the poll up until it's done. Okay, I'm not gonna put the poll up till it's done. This is taking forever. All right, now I'm gonna put the poll up. Boop. All right. This is ChatGPT. Okay. And this is Nano Banana. Okay. Nano Banana. ChatGPT. Nano Banana. ChatGPT. I like chat a little bit more. And I think it's a preference thing. Because this is very vibrant. But if we're going based off this look, and I wanted something like this, ChatGPT gets more of that look than Nano for me. But it's a preference thing. That's what I'm saying. It's a preference. So, but y'all saying ChatGPT won that one. Okay, so that's 2 for chat. Nope, wait, nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Some of y'all saying tie, but ChatGPT won 85%. You know what I mean? ChatGPT won 85%. But, and that's 28 votes. All right. I'm just going to do one more because even though chat won, you feel me? Chat won. Let's do one more. Steal this prompt. What? Why are you so dramatic? Why are you so dramatic? I don't even want to do that because you're so dramatic. Never mind. All right, here we go. Oh, okay. That seems like a lot. Okay, I don't want complicated prompts. You feel what I'm saying? Like I don't want complicated prompts. I want regular prompts. I created these with a single prompt. What is... Okay, I need simpler prompts for this round. I just need a simple prompt. Oh, this is fire. All right. Good God. Okay. Let's do... What do I want to do? Do I want to do orange juice? I want to do orange juice. I like orange juice. Let me take a screenshot of this. Hold on, so I can get the prompt real quick. Boop. Take a screenshot of the prompt. All right. One more round. Image. Go. And then image. Go. Boop. All right. Back to. Yummy. Back to. Oh, that was quick. Okay, let's see. Now, of course, it's not going to move because this is just the image. We're not... To make this move, we probably got to go into like Kling or Seed Dance to make this work. But just for reference of how the image looks. Okay. So this is Nano. And then of course, this is going to take forever. I mean, so let me get this. Round 4. ChatGPT or, oh God, how descriptive are we? Nano. Hold on. Wait. I'm gonna get the poll. Don't. Hold up. Round 4. All right. So this is ChatGPT when it comes to an infographic about orange juice. Or do you like Nano Banana? Very simple, very straight to the point. You know what I mean? Buckwheat Johnson, what up? I see you. See you in the chat. All right. Do we like the super detailed ChatGPT? Or do we like the simple, straight to the point Nano Banana? And for the reference that it was doing, it is this. It's all about preference. I think with any AI tool, this is a preference situation. But you let me know. ChatGPT is looking like it's starting to be the winner. And that's 3 times. That's 3 times. Guess who's inside? We got more people in lines behavior? Come on. Hold on. Do we got somebody else? Let me make sure. Yes, we did. Come on. I see you. Charlene. Welcome to Lions Behavior. Yeah. All right. And the music. ChatGPT Image 2.0. Yeah. Seems to be the winner. Yeah. I like this. Does anyone know if Flow AI equals Nano Banana? What is Flow AI? What? You gonna make me look that up. What's Flow AI? Did I ever talk about it? The only flow I'd ever talk about is Whisper Flow. All this for $20. Yep, listen. That's what, and going into the whole, like, where to put your $20, it just depends on where you're at with your journey in your personal development and your business brand situation. So Flow AI is Google Flow. Oh, Google Flow. Okay. I was like, Flow AI? What are we talking about? Okay. The Google joint. Oh, yeah. Nano Banana's in Google in Flow for sure. Yeah, you threw me off. I was like, Flow AI. Because Flow is mainly used for VO 3.1. I'm used to using Flow for the video side, not just for the image side, but you can create the image. Let me show y'all. Hold on. I know what you're talking about. That threw me off. I was like, huh? Hold up. Let me log into it. Let me log in to it. Yeah, man. Let me log into it. Hold up. Okay, right here. So in Flow, you have to go to image. And right here, you'll see Nano Banana 2 or Nano Banana Pro. However, whichever one you want to use. 2 is faster. And then you can use all of that. I was using Gemini, but yes, you can. My bad. I was like, Flow, what are you talking about? That's on me. That's on me. But let me talk about the subscription situation, right? Because a lot of people, and I'm going to be talking about this week at Social Media Marketing World, where we have to think about all the subscriptions that we have with AI, and not all subscriptions are treated equally. Okay. Sometimes, like, you could get away with a lot with $20. But depending on your goal, you may need something else, right? Like, y'all know my workflow. When it comes to the workflow for content creation, I'm going to use Poppy AI, right? Because it saves a lot of time. It's just so much easier. And it's just a plug and play for me, where sometimes you could do that with the $20. It just takes so much more time and so much more training, that where I'm at with content creation, with creating certain workflows, I'm gonna need Poppy AI for that. That is now $50 a month, right? Where some people are like, yo, all I got is 20. Cool. Then you may just want to stick with ChatGPT depending on your goal. If you need something that creates a lot of images, that still could do code with codecs, does have projects, does have custom GPTs, you may want to stay with ChatGPT. If you want to get into the Claude ecosystem, where you go from having the conversation to then automating it inside of your computer, to then creating some different apps, websites, designs, you may want to get into Claude, right? Gemini has their own with Nano Banana, with VO 3.1. That's where Google really accelerates, is the visual side, from the pictures, videos. They now have Google AI Studio, which you're able to code with. You're able to create websites with this new one called Stitch. Google has a strong suite, and they also have a $20 plan. And all of them, like, it's like 20, 100, 200, but it just depends on what are you using it for. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what do you, some of us are ready to use Higgsfield, where we're now starting to dig deeper into AI video and AI images, right? It's not everybody's up there, but you have to look at, this is where I'm at with my brand. This is where I'm at with my business. This is how serious I am. I need to get my feet wet. Let me just stay with the 20. Okay, let me start tech stacking with these different AI tools to make me a little bit more efficient. That's when you start adding. Do not start adding new AI tools just because there's a new one out.
Bruh.
That's why I'm very selective of what I show here, because I know if I say, hey, this is fire, y'all like, boom. And I'm like, no, some of you are not. Wait. I just was sharing what I like. Yeah, we like it too. No, hold on. Did you create the AI image first? Did you, in Claude, create the skill yet? Hold on. Did you automate your first task yet? Nah, but this was cool. No.
Bruh.
No. Okay? No. Yo, I got Opus Clip. Did you record a video yet? Nah, but I got it.
Bruh.
No. If you have a YouTube channel, if you have consistent Zoom calls that you want to start creating content from, you have a podcast, whatever it may be, yes, then get Opus Clip. But I know I'm going to use it one day. Well, when that one day happens, then get it. Keep Gemini for storage. Now listen, hold on. I'm with you when you're right. I'm with you when you're right. Notebook LM is crazy. That's another sleeper. Like Google, if we're talking about ecosystems, if we're talking about real good ecosystems, Google and Anthropic are there. I do feel that OpenAI is going to make a comeback. I will say that. They are going to come back in some way, shape, or form. They have to build the people's trust again, and that's not hard. Really isn't. Come out with a fire feature. Majority of us are back, so it's fine. But if we're talking about from zero to a complete product, a complete service, you're looking at Anthropic, aka Claude, and Google for complete ecosystems. And so it's just that ChatGPT has it burnt in our brain that this is AI. This is how we were introduced to AI. This is how we started building trust with AI. But yeah, like though Google and Claude, yeah. And I believe Google put money into Anthropic. Hold on. Can you create and automate agents in Gemini like in Anthropic systems? Not as easily. So you know how like with Claude, especially if you have the desktop, see that's what I'm looking up, Lee. I'm about to look that up right now. But you know how with the desktop, and let me see if I can pull up, because I know I had my, well, I'll just say it. You know how with the desktop you have chat, you have Geminis. You have chat, you have co-work, and you have code, right? And so you can go from just a conversation to all the way to an agent in one spot. With Google, you have to go to a whole separate situation. Gems is like a custom GPT, but Gems doesn't automatically do that. You feel what I'm saying? Like it doesn't do the agent side all the way. If that makes sense. Like you still have to go into Gems and do things, where with Claude Code and Cowork, things are automated. But you can do that in another app inside of Google. It is, hold on. Let's see if I can, I think it's like Labs. There we go. Labs Google. Let's see if we can find it. Let me see. This is a cool website for those people who don't know about it. This is a really cool, really cool website. Lead the way. View all. What do they have? Stitches transform. This is the one that you can make different websites on. I like that one. See more. This is a really good, Opal is the one that you can do like a bit of like AI agent side with. Also AI Studio is another one. This website right here has like a whole bunch of AI features that no one really talks about when it comes to Google. Like no one talks about half of these things. Like half of them. What is Firebase Studio? Never heard of it. TextFX I haven't heard for in a bit. That was the Lupe Fiasco situation. You have Notebook LM, that's a fan favorite. Daily Listen, never heard. Career Dreamer, never heard. You could create, anti-gravity is another one. Anti-gravity, but that's a whole separate situation. What I was saying was Claude makes it very simple to go from chat to like agent, where anti-gravity is only meant for like the agent side and app side and all of that. So yeah, look into this, the Google Labs situation. They have a whole bunch of great features, and for the most part, a lot of them are free. A lot of them are free. Okay? A lot of them. Firebase is their cloud system. Okay, cool. I didn't know. I was like, I've never heard of that. What's that? What is that? But next month, I'm going to the Google event, so I'm excited about that. So I'll know more about all of this very soon. I'll know more about all of this very, very soon. My mom says she's going to bed. Everybody say good night, Mom. Night, Mom. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my mom, dog. All right. Let's we got more Lions Behavior people. Come on. Shout out to everybody who's joining Lions Behavior. You feel me? All right, let's get into Let's Keep It 100, because I saw something that we need to talk about. Okay? Let's keep it 100. Hold up. Let me find the video. Let's find the video. Here we go. Can I give some honest feedback? Give some honest feedback real quick. OpenAI. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. When it comes to announcing some of your products, I don't know if always getting your developers to explain something excites us about the feature. Let me explain. So this was a video that OpenAI put out to kind of excite us about images, but let's watch.
Variable aspect ratios and resolutions, users have the flexibility to really get what they need out of the new ImageN model. My name is Devo. I'm a researcher on the ImageN team. Today I wanted to talk about aspect ratios and resolutions in ImageN 2.0. Previous models would only allow fixed portrait, fixed landscape, or square. Our new ImageN model can output a range of different width and height of the image, and it can also output the image in higher resolution. Yeah, so I brought some examples to show today. The first one, I wanted to make a poster about the different layers of the ocean. Make me a tall 3x1 poster. Okay, and it's generating. It looks good to me. So now if you wanted to print this is where resolution starts mattering so that it's legible and small text looks really good. Before in our API you would...
Okay, so this is what I'll say. This is where I can appreciate them using regular people on top of their developers. Right? I'm trying to be nice here. Okay? Bear with me. Developers have a very high level of explaining things. Right? Which is not like there's a crowd for that. There's a specific crowd for that. But when it comes to certain features like images, I don't think a developer needs to come through and explain it. Like,
people are absolutely missing what OpenAI just did. Because for the first time ever, the updated new Codex app powered by ChatGPT can now use actual apps on your Mac. Meaning it can click on buttons, edit files, and navigate files just like you would. It connects to your preferred tools and can create images, organize files, and set up whole workflows in just seconds. And
you see the difference? You see the difference? You see that? And that's about Codex. That is about a coding harness that a developer probably should have talked about. But they got a regular influencer, creator to kind of explain that. Now, on their defense, sometimes these creators cost money. So, hey, my guy, you're already on payroll. I'm gonna need you to explain this, okay? I'm gonna need you to explain this. We need to put some type of content out. Plus, you have access to this way sooner than the regular users. I'm gonna need you to explain this. So I can understand that. And they have a level of control of how the content looks. I can understand that. I get it. But, oops, wrong one.
If you are English speaker, you may find ChatGPT Image satisfying already. However, if you are from the rest of the world, you may find there is some mistakes. I'm Boyuan. I work on GPT image generation. Image Gen 2, it is now capable of generating text in every single language correctly. Finally, now it's actually good. Let's see if ImageGen can do it. Imagine you want to make a poster about your hometown and its history. I grew up in a small town called Wuxi. You probably never heard about it. Let's see if GPT knows it. Just to make the task a little bit harder, I'm going to ask it to put a dense paragraph as a bottom of the post.
What big companies need to start hiring are content creators. They need to start hiring content creators because the people who built it are not always the best to explain it to the masses. My guy from Shark Tank, Kevin O'Leary, he actually explained this very well. Very well, actually. Hold on. Let me find that. Yeah, I can't do that. Hold on. Where is it? Hold on. I had it. Where did he go? Did he delete it? No. Did he delete it? Let me see if I have it on TikTok. Hold up.
It's a video that was edited.
I think he deleted it. Oh no. Let's find it. Kevin O'Leary? This one.
You say that the new highest paid skill in today's world is content creation. Tell me more. Am I a content creator?
No, you are making the first stage of content by being on here and espousing your opinions. Someone has to take it and make it digestible, Stuart, which means they cut it up, they edit it, they understand the algorithms of the platforms they're going to put it on, they insert advertising in it, they make money. So what they do is they take Stuart and they reduce their customer acquisition costs with you, but the people that can do this are rare because they have to be someone who's grown up with social media, understands whether it's horizontal or vertical on a phone, has done this before, and is willing to be compensated based on reducing CAC, customer acquisition costs, and increasing ROAS, return on ad spend. These people used to make $48,000 to $60,000 a year.
And now?
$600,000 to $1 million a year. Because they don't work anymore. They contract out their services to multiple S&P 500 companies and small companies. I used to hire these people. Now they're my fastest growing cost. A hot content creator, a creator that understands the algorithms, that knows the difference between a LinkedIn post, a Twitter post, or now X, or let's call it Instagram or Facebook. They're different, and they understand exactly the ebb and flow of the algo. and they make you money, and they take a little piece. They're like little mandamis. That's what they are.
Little piece, mandamis.
Hi, I'm Kevin O'Leary.
Yep. He did another one. It was about the same thing, but he was in his pajamas. This was funny.
You said a month ago that high gas prices could be a major issue in the midterms.
That wasn't it, but he's still in his PJs with that one. Hold on. Let me find. There was another one. I think he deleted it, but he was like in his PJs. It was so funny. He was like, yeah, content creation. So much better. Oh, well. Anyways, that's what's missing with some of these big AI companies. Any company. I think they need to start hiring more content creators. And a diverse amount of content creators. Because that's what's ruling what we see on social media. That, what OpenAI did, I get it. You got him on payroll. The dude is already creating it. You explain it. But I think what they need to invest more in is teaching the content creators, the regular users, how to use it so that the content creator can explain it in a very simpler way that the masses can understand. And then they could put money upon that, and that makes the most sense. So I love OpenAI. Okay, I do. But I'm gonna need them to hire, not just use some of the regular people here and there. I need them to hire content creators, have them in, I believe they're in San Diego, wherever your headquarters are. Move some of the creators over there and say, hey, you're going to be here. We're going to create content. That makes the most sense. And for any, hey, any big business people who watch me, hey, we can have conversations too. Me and Isaiah, come as a pair, because he'll edit it. We can make this happen. Okay? We can make this happen. I'm just saying. Content creators, we're up. Content creators, we are up. Hello. All right? Oh, here it is. I found it.
In the past, I've always said for like 2 decades, just do engineering. Engineering, and at night more engineering because you're guaranteed a job. But today that's changed a bit. Engineering is still important, but some of the highest paying jobs today, because of what AI has provided, is storytelling, editing, photography, content creation. People that know how to use the algorithms on social media and can create content are extremely valuable to corporations. So instead of being paid $38,000, some of these people are making $500,000 a year, and they're not full-time employees because what they do is very measurable. If you can create a post and acquire 1,000 customers, and your CAC, customer acquisition cost, is below lifetime value, you've made a lot of money for that.
He's going over and over. But look at the difference. This is what the camera sees, right? This is what the camera sees. This is how he really is, all right? I got pants on, all right? I got actual pants, not PJ pants. This is how his setup is. But what's important...
company, and they're willing to pay you a percentage of it. And so those people have become extremely valuable, and they weren't.
Who can relate to this? You know what I mean? You look great on camera, but them bottoms down. Shout out to Candace. She was just on a Zoom, and she had some pajama pants doing her Zoom. So shout out to her. But yeah, that was... I'm just saying. Side note, us talking about AI content earlier, here's a great example of how to showcase merch using AI. Whoever has merch, fashion brand, whatever, This is a really good idea. Y'all should save this. Okay. Let go. Hey. I'm probably going to get demonetized, but hold on. Oh, and it's definitely, it's Beyonce. I'm definitely going to get demonetized. Oh, God.
Bruh.
Oh, God. Oh, God. This is fire because this is all AI. It's just fast transitions, zoom ins. I think this is dope. And it showcases the fit. People love it. It got great engagement. It's a cool idea. Okay. From those who want to create unique AI content, right? I say, bruh, listen.
Bruh.
My bad. Okay? My bad. For those who want to create like relaxing, engaging AI content, look at this. This is pretty dope. That's fire. And it probably loops. Let me take off. It probably loops. Look, 37.8 thousand people shared that. 9,000 people reposted it. 176,000 likes. Like, there's still creative ways to use AI that's not corny. That's not slop. I think this is great. And this probably has a whole bunch of these. Look, 9. Oh no, this looks like real people. I was about to say 9 million. Jesus. Yeah, here's another one. It's just so pretty. I don't care if it's AI. It's pretty. You know what I mean? It's pretty. This is me. Okay, one more reaction.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
One more reaction. Let's talk about the creator economy. Okay? Let's talk about the creator economy and how most of us creators are broke creating content. Let's talk about that.
Influencers are broke. Business owners are not. Nope. Business owners just have to figure out how to do content like influencers, you know? I think that's the problem is a lot of people don't make money through their social media. Right. They have two examples. They have people that are influencers that post an Amazon link, an LTK link, like everything. Which would be exhausting, mind you. Yes. Before been there. And yes, so they have that as an example and they're like, I don't want to have to post every day. I don't want to have to share my life. Fair enough. It's like, okay, you don't have to do that because most of them are making 5 cents per post that they do. How can we get business owners though to figure out how to make money through their social? Influencers are broke. They are.
Goes back to the whole business people need content creators because business people don't know how to create content, but also content creators sometimes struggle with the whole making money side because the content side is a rough journey. To rely only on AdSense or the platforms paying you, relying on brand deals, relying on affiliate marketing can be a struggle. If you're in that struggle, type in me if you understand that, right? This is why you'll see creators create their own products, own services. You know, that's why we have LB. This is why there's merch. That having different streams, because relying just on content is a very strong struggle. It's a very strong struggle.
Bruh.
Okay? And for those who could relate, who could understand that, knows the struggle. All right? Knows the struggle for real. Jesus. And then before we leave, one important information when it comes to AI art. Okay, and shout out to my content creators. Come on. We need a support group because it's a struggle. It is a struggle. This is why it's just so important to diversify and have just different streams of income when it comes to your niche. I'm not big on like different streams of income of like multiple different like niches and all of that. If that's your thing, cool. Like if you are a serial entrepreneur, praise God for y'all. I want to stay in my lane and find multiple ways of making money in my lane. That's why you'll see me talk about super chats, channel memberships, LB community, merch, events, all of that. Because gotta keep the lights on. Gotta keep the lights on. You know what I mean? Bruh. Gotta. All right. Last thing. This is talking about AI art and how you're not allowed to copyright it.
It's confirmed AI art is not going to be protected by copyright law. The Supreme Court just made a huge decision, and we're going to talk about copyright, but there's also just ownership issues. Supreme Court declines to review an AI copyright decision, leaving the human authorship standard in place. What happened with the original case is that there was a computer scientist, and he sued the Copyright Office in 2022 because it had refused to register his AI creative work. AI is kind of like a gambling slot machine. The AI makes all the decisions on the final outputs. And so essentially this idea that the AI creator becomes the author by selection, being like, well, of option 1, 2, and 3, I like number 2. So because I selected number 2, what the Copyright Office says, that does not make you the author. If you have something that is 100% generated with AI, the final product cannot be registered. But when you kind of mush the creative human-made parts with the AI-made parts, that complete work product is eligible for copyright registration. Those pieces that are AI are not owned by you. If someone came and took the actual AI portion, that portion is still not protected. So if you're gonna enter the funhouse and you have to sign the waiver saying you're not gonna sue the funhouse, and the funhouse does know that there's a giant hole on the other side of the door, it's gonna make me rethink the waiver at the beginning of this whole venture. It's confirmed, AI.
Sheesh. Just so y'all know, for those people who are making AI art, the logos, all of that, just know this is why it's still very important to collaborate with humans for the protection of your brand. Okay? Shout out to Nick. This is why I always rock with Nick. Joe is another one. Aaron the artist is here. That's another one. Still connect with humans in order to protect what you are building. Because even though we are getting really comfy with using AI, right? We have to still be considerate of like, yo, this is still a very gray area. You feel what I'm saying? This is still a very gray area. So we can showcase it. We can create other things with it. But when it comes to protecting, and that's the most important part with your brand. I had to change names several times. And now we have Lions behavior because of protection of the brand, of legal situations. So, yeah. Showcase, play around with the gray area. But when we come to like really creating a brand, get humans to touch it and then protect it. You know what I mean? Anyways, let's head out of here. Yeah, a lot of amazing. If this was a good live for you, if you learned something, light up the chat, join Lion's Behavior, hit the super chat, or at least just like the live. Okay? Today we talked about AI influencers, how brands are putting money into AI content creation. We actually created an AI influencer, gave some really dope ideas about it. We talked about how creating a system for your content can still leave you in that perfectionism phase and what to do to get out of it. We also showed the battle between ChatGPT and Nano Banana when it comes to images. That was fire. And then we did some reaction videos. You feel me? This week I will be in Cali, Anaheim, LA area. So hit the kid up if you can show out. You know what I mean? Show some love. Tell me where to eat. Okay? Tell me where to eat. I got some important meetings that I'm very excited about. Shout out to Think Media. We're about to do another interview about that. So that's going to be fire. Yeah, man. That's it. I love you guys. Shout out to LB. Come join the fam over there. May's going to be amazing. May's going to be super, super dope. And I got to go pack. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. And you know what I'm going to say, right? What am I going to say? What am I going to say?